This is the tragedy of Julius Caesar, and the moral is this: always, always trust the soothsayer.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. You're still in bed at 10 and work again at 8. You burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you there'd be days like these, but she didn't tell you when the world was brought you down to your knees. And I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you.
To set the stage, Caesar's returning home after his success over the sons at the general of Pompeii. Most of the plebeians are overjoyed, excited to see Caesar. They crowd the streets. Marillus and Flavius, however, aren't so happy to see Caesar. Upon Caesar's return, I, the soothsayer, tried to approach him, and I told him exactly what to do. I said, explicitly, "Beware the Ides of March." But no! Nobody ever listens to the soothsayer. The fiends Cassius and Brutus meet and discuss their mutual fear that Caesar will become king. Brutus, although good friends with Caesar, is loyal to Rome and will do anything to protect the people and their government. Cassius made a point to remind people that Caesar is human. After all, he can barely swim. Later, Caesar and his loyal confidant Antony see Cassius, and Caesar expresses his doubts about his loyalty. Maybe if he had listened to me, he would have acted on that doubt. But no. Later, Casca informs Brutus that Caesar was offered the crown thrice at the celebration of his return, but turned it down thrice as well. He went on to explain how the crowd loved him more each time he refused. This made the bitterness surrounding Caesar grow. As part of his plan, he leaves a letter addressed from the people of Rome for Brutus, saying that the people are afraid of Caesar's growing power. At this point, Brutus decides he needs to take a stand against the possible tyranny of his best friend, for the sake of Rome. Cassius and his flock journey to Brutus's home on a dark and stormy night to lure him into their murderous scheme. Brutus complies. Confused by Brutus's suddenly foul mood, his wife Portia begs him to confide in her. She tries hard to convince him, but to no avail. In an effort to prove herself trustworthy, Portia stabs herself.
Crazy baby girl, there ain't nothing like you.
Later on, Calpurnia has a dream of Caesar's death. Not typically swayed by such omens, this worries her. She begs Caesar to stay home and convinces him to. However, Decius, another conspirator, comes and tells Caesar that his wife's dreams are loony, and if anything, symbolizes greatness, and that he has to go to the Senate. And he does. I catch him on his way, but again, he ignores my warnings, and he proceeds to the Senate. It's then when the conspirators approach him. Suddenly, they all begin to stab him. They wash in his blood, and it's a horrible scene, really. I found it quite repulsive. Caesar didn't listen to me, and he paid the price. His death spurred Antony and Brutus to stir up the plebeians, creating chaos. Portia died, Brutus died, Cassius died, Titinius died. It seems like Caesar's murder triggered the downfall of them all. What can I say? No one ever listens to the soothsayer.